Well, it's that time of the year again. Herd testing equipment's been set up. Got the flasks here, lids on them. A couple of spares there if needed, but we never do. Also got the reader again, and they have changed the device. Can't remember what the old one used to be, but these ones are supposed to be better. They don't freeze as much. So the shed's all good to go for the morning. But it is pretty depressing looking out there, like it's pretty brown. However, we have had a little bit of rain yesterday. We had about 7 mils. But it's certainly no drought breaker, and it really hasn't done anything. Look, the ground's still so dry. Not much moisture in there. It's all been absorbed. But at least it's a start. And if we look at the weather map here, we are just in there somewhere. So it was looking like we might get a little bit of rain tonight, but it sort of shifted more west. That would be the one if we get any sort of, what's that, like midnight to 4 AM. Whether we get any of that's anyone's guess. It was looking quite promising this morning, like we might cop a little bit, but it's sort of pushing east now and it's not looking that likely. We sort of need like 10 to 20 mils of rain sort of to do any sort of difference, and then we need to follow up after that. So we'll see what happens, I guess. But the girls are nice and close to the shed for the morning. Mum doesn't actually work on Wednesday, so she's going to come and get the second herd in while we carry on herd testing. It just makes it a little bit easier, but I'll see you in the morning. Well, morning everyone. First row is on, and I've just got to try and remember what I did or how I went about it with the reader now. Two, 1, 2, 2, 8, 6, 1, 9, 3. What are you? 140, 140.
I need to cross through the front one.
Alright, now we're on a roll, got it. So I've just changed them and scanned that row in so all those flasks match the cows, which I think is going to make it easier. Missed in the hollow, fine weather follows. And unfortunately we didn't see any of that rain. Nothing last night, I don't think. The ground was pretty dry when we woke up, so we'll have to wait till the next time, which I don't know when that'll be. Dad just found a split line or two, so we've had to replace it. Let's see if we can see the split in here. There, looks like it's on that one. There, right there, see the splits in there, so it's letting milk in the air line, which isn't good. So, quick replace that this morning. Got the last row in there, and one row's here that has been milked, they're just waiting. because here comes the second herd now. Go on. Come on. There we go. Dad's just moving the breast rail out. We've got to do that for the second herd. Give them a little bit more space. Here they come. Come on, girlies. Go on. Girlies. Come on in. Come on in the shed. Come on. Come we go. I also went through before and lifted these were down about sitting here, but it just makes it a little easier to sort of move around and change the cups with them sitting higher like that, we find. One of the best things about this rig though, I reckon, is that we put that cow there, 43, that's at the front, enter, and it says duplicate animal. That's right, because we did milk it in the last row, so I just mark as overflow because it's a slow cow and just use another flask. It's just so easy using this compared to how we used to do it with the old pen and calling the numbers out and stuff like that. You also can't get double up, so I did have one in this row and I'd written the number down wrong, so it tells you you've got two animals of the same thing, and I looked at her tag and I'd put it down wrong. I'd mixed the last two numbers around the wrong way, so pretty handy I reckon. But if you're new to the channel and you're wondering what's happening, well, the cows are still getting milked out just like normal, except all the milk comes through here on the way to the vat and it takes a small proportion out, so you can see it dropping in here, and that is the milk that we're collecting. It then gets sent away to the lab to get analysed, and they send back a report within a couple of weeks about the samples that were collected on each individual cow on today, and it gives us figures or gives us stuff about the cow that we know, like milk solids, litres, fat percentage, protein, somatic cell count and stuff like that, which we can use to make strategic decisions going forward. Because it's getting dry at the moment, we need to cull some cows. So when you see a cow like this that just hasn't given much of a sample whatsoever, compared to say cows like this where she's milked well and so has these ones. You can see there's a clear difference. So she would be a cow that we would potentially look at culling, although I've just remembered she's been round twice, so she's given more than what's in that flask. So we probably wouldn't cull her in the end. The information we get about the somatic sow cow is probably one of the more important ones that we use, because we do cull on it, plus we'll use it at the end of the season when we dry all the cows off to see which cows we need to dry cow or not. Just on the last row now though. Most of these girls are finished. I'll just wait till they're all finished. This cow here, she's given a bit. She's still going. There's all the samples there, ready to get picked up. We just leave it outside the door and somebody will be along later on. Now we just got to go and take all these pipes off. They set it up for us, they put all these units in, but we've just got to pull them off and disconnect the pipes like Dad's doing here. And come off pretty easy like that. So then just stack them here and give them a bit of a wash. Everything's done now, it's all sitting on the bench for them. The meters, pipes, reader, and then all the test flasks are out here. Well, all the gear's been picked up and taken to the next job, I guess. I always wondered though, if anybody's watching and has done it, what happens with all the milk that we leave out? Does it go in a refrigerated truck to get tested, and then what happens after that? I don't know, just a few questions. Should probably ask my LIC rep. But it's good to get the first herd test over and done with. We do 3 of them, so I think there's another one coming up in, it might be March sometime, and then the third one will be late April, I think, even maybe May. I have got dates somewhere, but yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. Most people do 4 of them. We don't do one during peak, we just opted to drop that. Probably when the cows get better, like when I'm happy with the cows again, I've still got a long way to go breeding wise, I might look to put that one back in, so we'll be doing 4 herd tests. But at the moment we are just happy with what we're doing. It's actually quite nice, there's a few clouds around today though, makes it a little bit cooler when that sun goes behind them. It's actually been real nice the last couple of days. It's been quite overcast, so it's been cooler, which is nice. It definitely helps at night time. But that'll pretty much do it. So like always, if you like this video, give it a like, that'd be awesome. And apart from that, see you next time.